Hi there. I am Dr. Heather Bish, and I am reaching out to say hello, apologize for freaking you all out last week in regard to the discussion board. Did not mean to do that. I actually had a video developed and it didn't actually upload correctly, so I apologize. I was trying to scaffold the assignment, so I just wanted to let you know what my expectations were as far as the um, discussion board posts, and was hoping that I was scaffolding you, but I don't think that was particularly clear, so I apologize for that. So last week we were talking a lot about motivation and why we want to become a teacher. I think it's the best, absolutely the best job in the entire world. I loved being a teacher. It was my favorite job. I'm excited to be teaching again. So if you have questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. I've worked at the elementary level, middle school and high school, and I've worked as an administrator, so I have lots of varied experiences. And I actually went to school to become a guidance counselor. I wasn't necessarily in line to become a teacher, and I started substitute teaching and realized that I absolutely love teaching. And the intrinsic rewards of working with children and hearing the things that they have to say and their perspectives on the world far outweighed the fact that I made $33,000 my first year and could barely afford to live on my own. Um, so those intrinsic rewards do need to be, I think, a little higher than the extrinsic. So I'm glad we explored that topic, and it does lead to our next sort of topics in our book, which is talking about school culture. And school culture is extremely important as you go through this journey and think about what kind of teacher you're going to be and what kind of school you want to work at. You really need to investigate a school culture. It can really make or break the job. It's great. I know in the last chapter we talked a lot about how teaching involves collaborative work, and if you're interested in collaborative work or work on collaborative work, then that will be a benefit to you. And school culture is very much like that. It involves collaboration and working together and caring about each other, having empathy, practicing empathy. So we'll read a lot about that and start talking about that. I know from my experience as a teacher and as a school committee member that culture makes a big difference, and it far outweighs the extrinsic motivations of money and benefits. In a district that I am close to, we had a great deal of teachers leaving at the end of the year, and there's 3 schools in the district, and this one particular school had an exodus of teachers, and it very much was reflective of the culture and not so much the pay scale. So building a strong school culture is very important, and being part of one is going to be extremely rewarding to the teacher that you become. So we will talk more about that this week. I will not throw you off and grade you early. I will wait till all the grades are submitted on Saturday. I apologize for that again. And we do have another assignment due. Again, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here this week, but I am going on away next week. But I will have access to email and my phone, well, my cell phone anyway. So if it is a dire emergency, please feel free to reach out. And just a little bit about the expectations. I do expect you to use APA format. I do expect you to reference the text in your discussions and write in that format when you're doing the discussion boards. I do expect your initial post by midnight on Thursday so that there's an appropriate amount of time to have authentic discussions. If you're only responding on Saturday and responding on Saturday, it's not giving enough time for everyone to have a really deep level of discussing the topic. And I did mention to a few people the observation will take place in a public school classroom. I prefer kindergarten and up, but if you are in a preschool setting, that's okay too. We just want to make sure that we're seeing a real lesson plan. And finally, I will be posting a list from the book analysis for the final assignment as suggestions in the announcements in the next week or so. Okay, so I wish you the best of luck. I hope you enjoyed this short video, and I, again, welcome your communication. Thanks.